Hi, my name's Mike Rickett, and was a journalist in Liverpool in the northwest of England. And I thought some of you might like to come with me on my journey of trying to get a book published. It all started about 5 years ago when I wrote a book called Poseidon Files. That's it. And I finished it, I got it edited by an industry professional, and I started the process of sending it out to agents. I think I sent it out to about 18, maybe 20 agents. I'm not sure, something like that anyway. And I got some quite complimentary remarks back. What I didn't get is an offer of representation. And I got extremely fed up with that, thinking, well, if they liked it so much, why wouldn't they take it on? And I think the answer to that is that maybe the market wasn't right for it, or maybe they thought they'd have difficulty selling it, something like that, probably. So in the end, I self-published it with Amazon. Now, the problem with Amazon is that there must be something like 250,000 books on Amazon, that sort of number. So unless there's something really very special about yours, it isn't going to get noticed. I ended up with sales of about 1,500, 2,000, something like that. Quite modest, really. I suspect most of them were probably e-books with some paperbacks. And I ended up with a whole number of 5-star reviews, which was really good. And, it made it made it worthwhile. But then, the book died, and it's not published. I unpublished it from Amazon. So 5 years later, I thought, well, the people have changed, the market might have changed, so let's have another go at trying to get an agent. So I've started the process all over again. Now, those of you out there who are in the business of trying to get your novel published, I greatly sympathise, because the odds of getting an agent are simply enormous. Every agent worthwhile gets hundreds and hundreds of submissions every week, and the chances of them actually picking yours up, you've got to be lucky, I think, quite honestly. What is important, though, is your submission letter, because most of them will only look at the submission letter, and if they don't like what they read, they won't bother with anything else, and you may not ever hear from them again. And that's another really annoying thing, actually, because these days a lot of agents won't even bother getting back to you. They won't even send you a rejection. Some of them will give you a time limit, say 12 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever, saying that if you don't hear from us in that time, you won't hear from us at all. But a lot of them won't even tell you that. They'll just let you live in limbo, wondering whether your book is going to be accepted or not. And it can be quite stressful, actually. I know a number of authors who actually suffering a kind of mental illness, actually, because of the stress, wondering what's happening. Don't let it get you like that. It isn't worthwhile. Trust me, it really isn't. There are more important things in life than getting a book published. There really are. And one agent I know gave out advice that rather than get yourself into a spiral of distress and upset, start writing again, and start another book, and just quietly forget the submissions that you've sent out. It's probably a good idea to send out half a dozen at a time. This time I started at the end of March for Poseidon again. And so far, I've sent, in the first 30 days, I'd sent off seven submissions and had one rejection. The first 41 days, that increased to 11 submissions and 2 rejections. I'm now up to 45 days with 16 submissions and still 2 rejections. So it's an awful lot of, there's 15, 14 agents I know some of them are going to get back to me. I just don't know when. Now, I used to be a daily newspaper journalist here in Liverpool. I worked for the Liverpool Daily Post for many years, and a lot of people have said, "Oh well, if you're a journalist, it must be easy. Writing must just become second nature," and there is some truth in that. But of course, writing a book is totally different to being a journalist or a reporter. When you're a journalist or a reporter, you're trained to talk or to write concisely. Writing a novel is not like that at all. And I've said to them, no, you're wrong. Right, just because I was a journalist does not mean that writing novels is easy. It isn't. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, as I'm sure a lot of you out there know, all to your cost. So my submission journey has started, and I'm going to keep up to date with you probably every week to tell you how things are going, whether anybody's interested. And along the way, I'll tell you what sort of comments I get from agents, assuming I get comments from agents, of course. So it's nice meeting you, and I hope you enjoyed my little chat. And more than anything else, I hope it's helpful to you. You leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.